All right, let's go. Good morning. And I mean good morning. Hey, yeah, the Boquist. Yeah, I can recall Josh poo-pooing Boquist, and he's the only one scoring consistently. That's the magic, man. I've been doing that for damn near 10 years now. That is the magic of this channel. If I bitch about it, I may as well be out there lighting candles and burning incense. That's my magic, is complaining about things. Um, and apparently, I mean, I saw the highlights. I guess Kachuk looked like he cared a little bit out there today, or last night. So, um, JC says morning from snowy Dallas, Tech. Oh, you got snow there, huh? Very cool. Let me blow up the chat so I can see. Who am I again, Vincent? Man, I don't know, bro. At this point, I don't even know who I am. What is that? That's the line from The Lion King. You don't even know who you are, right? That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I am a product of the consequences of my own decisions. Oh, life is good. It's okay. Hey, Daniel. Um, if the Bruins were in the Western Conference, they'd be out of a playoff spot. Really? Wow. I hadn't I hadn't thought of it that way. Boy, I'm sure the Western Conference teams feel like they've got it in the bag then, right? That's interesting. JC says those sick days off paid the sick days paid off for Mikola. Dude was playing like a beast. Also, he's back. That's good. That's good. It's a long story with what happened yesterday. Um, a variety of situations coincided to where it was just best that Kyle and I take the night off. Nothing bad, nothing bad. In fact, some of it is quite good, but let's just say circumstances presented earlier in the day that made it pretty much impossible for either one of us to really focus on a hockey game, but in a good way. In a good way. Stay tuned. Craig says the defense really looked decent last night. Yeah, we only got 2 goals again, though. Right? I mean, I know we got the 2 empty netters, right? But now we're going to start winning games with 2 goals. So it is what it is. Who was on the second pair with Mikola? Who did they settle on the second pair with Mikola? Hey, Dave. Panthers get a win, and Canada will never be the 51st state, but the idea of California becoming the 11th province sounds cool. Just having I haven't seen it. I saw a headline. It's all. I don't read the news. I don't watch the news. But I guess I saw a headline. Did Trump make a suggestion to Trudeau that he resign? I know about the making Canada a state thing from, I guess, last couple weeks ago, but it's a lot more fun when you just read the headlines, because it's if you only read the headlines, you realize just how much of a joke and how much of it is just like is just a joke. It's a movie, it's a show, it's a TV show. You know what I mean? That's funny though. California becoming the 11th pro. I mean, I'm down with that. Damn, I'm down with that, Dave. I don't think the Democrats would go for that though, Dave, because if they lost California, I don't think they'd ever win another presidential election. You know, that's funny. Metal says it looked like one of those games last year where we did just enough to win, and Bob was excellent. Nice. Yeah, we have 2 brick walls and net. That's good. It's good stuff. And I still got this head cold too. So I apologize for sounding a little nasally. I'm doing the best I can. Um, no, the goaltending has been definitely better. I mean, Bob's got his save percentage back over 9, right? So we don't have a whole lot of hockey here though now. I know we play Saturday. But when's the next game after that? Monday. So it's Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so we do pick up some games early next week. So that makes sense. Hey, Paul. Yeah, man. Happy New Year. I hate these late games, but happy we were able to win. We have another late night road trip at the end of the month. Yes. Yeah, we do. There's like 3 of them again. The 10 o'clock. The 10 o'clock ones are rough. Those are rough. So, hey, how you doing, Chopper? Let's say Vincent says, I think I'm the main character here. Man, it's just, I own the station. I own the station. If anybody else would like to take my spot behind the mic and just let me, I'll take 50%. Okay. If anybody else wants to do all the shit I do, I'll take 50%. You can have the laptop and the mic. That's my deal, Vincent. Oh. Eric says, do I think Benny will resign? If you had asked me 2 months ago, I would have said, of course. What are we talking about? But I'm beginning to wonder. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm beginning to wonder if the emergence of Jesper Bohlquist is going to. I know he's not, the same type of player. I know he's a winger, but he did play 4C for us. I just wonder if the emergence of Jesper Bohlquist and the possibility of needing to sign him to a little bit of a deal is going to give Zito some pause in terms of dealing with Sam Bennett. Steven says another game of dumb and dumb penalties. Ben, show me the money, right? Benny cost us 2 goals in the last 3 games. JC, you'll do it for free. Dave says, I'll take 80%, but you're under the desk. Yeah, that's right. Stenlin got his ring. Yeah. Yeah, 80%. Dave, I'll give you the 80%, but you got to carry the 100 feet worth of Ethernet cords upstairs, downstairs. I bought a brand new cord over the summer. And it's already broken on me. I had to go back to using the old one. It's all taped up with electrical tape and everything. It still works, but I bought a brand new one just as a backup. And then I decided let me use the new one and keep the old one as the backup. And the new one just busted on me. Like nothing physical is broken. It just doesn't work anymore. Apparently Bennett hasn't scored like 15 games. Ooh, boy. That's right. Jaws is the boss. Yeah, well, now that Fluffy's not the boss, Jackson. Yeah. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why I don't like all the responsibility I have right now, because it was always Fluffy ran the show. What are we doing, Fluffy? We're going to the river? We're going outside? Can I do a podcast? And now that he's gone, I got to run this shit by myself. Maybe that's the problem. I don't even know if I'm kidding there. I have to give that some deeper thought later. JC says if Bohlquist can play a bit tougher agitator role, then yes, sign him. It would be like a better Nick Cousins. Yeah. Dave, you're right? JC. I'm going to let that slide, JC, because I know being married is a tough life. I'm going to let that slide. I wish. Oh, JC, if you only knew what the real freaking problems were, you would understand how hysterical that comment was. I'm gonna zip it. I'm gonna zip it. JC, let's put it this way. It only matters if you're a millionaire if the person you're with likes money. All right, JC? Figure that one out. Yeah, moving on, right? So we trade him at the deadline? No, Eric. We roll the dice. We see if we can win another cup. and then we'll take it from there. Of course, as soon as I say that, the extension will get announced, right? But I think at this point, it's probably likely that we roll and see if we win another cup and then go from there. Yeah, Chopper says the hockey guy always talks about a playoff Sam Bennett, but if Bennett lights it up during the playoffs, it could be of great help. Absolutely. Yeah, things are going sideways, Dave. I know. Oh, no, I'm sorry, JC. I'm sorry, JC. That's what happened for us, JC. We tried for like 2 years, and then we gave up trying. And as soon as we gave up trying, she got pregnant with Kyle. It's weird. We tried for 2 years, and then when she got pregnant with Kyle, it was like a shock because we were like, well, I guess this ain't gonna happen. And we kept trying, but we gave up caring about it. You know what I mean? We stopped worrying about it, stopped thinking about it, and boom, instantly. So maybe try that, JC. Eric says, who do we get to replace him either as a strong 2C or bring Lundell up? Yeah. If we let Sam Bennett go, it is because they kind of figure Lundell, Boquist, Kachuk could be a thing. Something to that effect. Jackson says, Fluffy was the CEO, Jaws was the position right below that, pretty much. Yeah, Fluffy ran everything. I didn't have to think about what I was going to do. I'm realizing this now as I'm talking about it. My day was scheduled. Whatever he wanted to do was what we did. Yeah. I hadn't really thought about it that way until just now. Paul says, I think Zito's waiting to unload Ekblad's contract. At that point, there will be money to play with. He's not going to trade him during the season, Paul. I mean, this is the last year of his contract. So, I mean, I guess what you're saying is just let Ekblad walk. Yeah. Most likely. I mean, if Ekblad thinks he's getting a raise, he's walking. He'll be walking all night. Yeah, thank you, Jameson. Well, yeah, the news the news about the Winter Classic has been kind of circling for a while. Kyle and I actually thought about it as a possibility that maybe we could make another trip down there next year and go to that. So we'll see how my law career goes, and I'll let you guys know if I can come down next year. Eric says, my thing is with Bob's contract expiring and speculation news articles of Bennett going to Toronto, do you not make a play for Wall and Bob's eventual expiring contract? I would not, because I think Spencer's the next guy. I mean, if Bennett's going to Toronto next year, but I saw what happened in terms of how that rumor got started. There really isn't much there. It's kind of wishful thinking from some Leaf fans on Reddit, basically, is how that whole rumor got started. Steven says, I thought Tarasenko was still to get his ring, but someone said his wife grabbed it already. Dave, they're going to do it somehow. He says, how can Florida host an outside hockey game? I don't know. Lots of fans, lots of window units. I don't know. I do not know. I guess if Mexico can get some snow, right? I don't know, Jameson. Obviously they feel they have the technology to do it. And then scroll down to the bottom. Hey, Paul. Yeah, it's so funny that everyone is going to Toronto, right? Hey, John Spaley, Hamburger Hut, bud. Rosado says since the Marlins are always cold, it makes sense that we can play the outdoor game. Is it possible that they close the roof? I would assume, right? I would assume. Oh, Kyle's finally waking up, take a shower. That's nice. JC has the fourth line of Gadjevich, Bennett, and Greer. That would be a tough line to beat. There's no doubt there. But I don't know about Sam Bennett on the fourth line. That'd be a hell of a line, but what are you gonna go? You're gonna go Barkov, Lundell, Lusterainen, Bennett? Just saying it gives me chapped lips. I know, Metal. We're damned either way, right? He says, I wish it wasn't against the Rangers. There'd be so many Rags fans. True. But at the same point, I guess from the league's perspective, it's like that's a good thing, right? And into the AHL. Greer was playing yeah, Greer's been looking a lot better. Not that he was bad, but as the season's gone on, he's looked. I like his play. Why haven't I planned on going to the Winter Classic if able to get tickets? Although no idea what the prices will be like. Any idea how many seats they'll convert to for a hockey game? That's a good question, Steven. I do not know the answer to that. I don't know, but I'm sure that there might be something online that will show. I would think maybe if you could find like what a concert configuration looks like, you might be able to get an idea. Barkey, Mackey, Rhino. Yeah, we agree there. JC. Lundy, Erod, Chucky. So, but then what do you got the third line? Who do you got left over? You got Verhaeghe, you got Lusterainen and Boquist. No, I think. Well, now you guys got Lundy in there twice. We'll just double shift Lundell. Lusty, Boquist, Verhaeghe. And you got, I guess maybe Boquist is the center there. Maybe. I mean, Lundell and Verhaeghe, that looks like to be pretty good. That looks like it's rolling pretty good. I noticed you put him back, right? Vincent says it's amazing how huge Stenlin is. He makes Erod look like a 10-year-old kid and Barkov a teenager. Is he really that big? He looks like the dude from Amityville Horror, George Lutz. Hey, Jackson. Now, in terms of the Jesper Boquist thing, do you all want me to keep bitching about him or should I start praising him so he sucks? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. January 2nd, 2026, first ever sellout in Miami Marlins Stadium. Oh, man. How many people is this sellout over there? What did I miss? What was Jameson's? I missed one. Did I miss something? I must have missed something. When was it built? When was it? That's 2011, 2012 was when they moved into that stadium, right? A good day for Marlins attendance is like 10 grand. Ah, dang. Yeah, 2012. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I remember because I was living in the same house that I was living in when we won the Southeast Division. They sold out. Yeah, they sold out the first game, the Muhammad Ali game. I turned it off. You guys know that story. Pissed me off. I haven't watched the Marlins game since, I don't think. I don't think I've watched a Marlins game. I watched the Cubs win the World Series. They sold out the first. Rosado, are you saying they haven't sold it out since then? If you say yes, are you saying they haven't sold it out since the first game? Oh, my lips are chapped. I got to get my chapstick. We got this super dry weather. Hey, Chopper. Oh, the joke is it takes a hockey game to sell out a baseball stadium. Gotcha. I must not have seen the comment. Got it. Yes, since then. Wow. Yeah, the Cat 6 fans will pack the Winter Classic, right? They haven't sold it out. Oh my God. I mean, they made the playoffs the one year. Did they even have a home playoff game? Hey, Dana. Yeah, I figured I don't want to, it's bad enough I missed the game last night, but I get a lot of messages. If I don't do the live at noon, people start drinking. It causes depression among the fan base. So, or maybe that's when I do the noon lives. I didn't read the email that close. It was something about the noon lives causing me to drink, something like that. I don't know. Hey, Kenneth. So they didn't know. I see, Rosado. Okay. Mike says Messier, Luongo, Lundqvist, Gretzky, Bure would be awesome if they did an alumni game. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. If they did it, yeah, that's right. Did Yager ever play for the Rangers? I mean, he played for so many teams. Did he ever have somebody? I don't remember. I'm trying to think of guys that played for both teams. I know Yager played for like a ton of teams there towards the end. Yeah, so Yager we could double shift Yager. We could double shift him, get him a Rangers uniform and a Panthers uniform. Thank you. Yeah. Get him. Come on now. Yeah, and Beezer too. That's right, Rosado. Yeah. That's right. Get Yager or get him a half Rangers, half Panthers jersey. And he double shifts for either team. That would be great, man. If that happened, we would definitely go down there for sure. Yeah, well, if they get the idea to do it, you all are my witness that they stole the idea from me. That would be awesome. Why not? The Rankters, right? Worrell, that's right. Lindsay, yep. Yeah, I thought I said just keep him in the middle of the ice the whole game and have him hit anyone that skates past them. Or he picks which team he's going to shoot for twice. Probably Florida since it's the home team. And so he doesn't have to skate around. He just stays in the offensive zone, like right around the circle of whichever team he's going to shoot for twice. And he just stays there. And Yager's just always standing there the whole time. As an extra player, right? Yeah, Jovanovski, right? Yep. Yeah, Beezer. I don't know how people feel about Beezer anymore. I know he had some comments, I guess, that came to light years ago. I don't know if the hockey community, I don't know what people's thoughts on him are. I've heard varying different things. Metal. Now Metal's gone crazy. Yandel, yeah. Sure. Yandel, yes. Have Tom Rowe as the coach, right? Yeah, offsides can't be called if it's Yager. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That poor dude. Hornquist. Trying to think of who else. Would be. Yeah, take Billy out of the chair on the radio and put him on the ice. Oh, I tell you, he'd love to be out there. He'd love to be out there. We have Paul Laws, have Bure out there, right? Let's see who else. Who else played? I guess we can't do Trocheck because he's still playing. Yeah, you got to have Ollie Jokinen. Tim, that's right. Tim Thomas. Icing can't be called on Yager. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to look and see why Yando we would need somebody to turn the puck over. Exactly. Right? Stu Barnes. Man, I know. That would be great. That would be great. Who else? I know Mellenby's still around. Lundqvist switches with Richter after every shot. There's a name from the past. Mike Richter. Oh my God. That's right. Yeah. Yep. And there's the one, I always forget his name, but the one goalie that we had, the Panthers. What the hell was his name? He was in that in between time while Luongo was gone. Somebody remind me. Hey, MJ. No. Yeah, Vokoun. Yeah, thank you, Jameson. Vokoun. Yeah. Whoop, hold on a second. Let me fix this. What the hell happened to the chat here? Hold on a second. I screwed up the chat. There we go. Hey, MJ. Thank you, buddy. How you doing, bud? Says Happy New Year, Jaws. Hope you and Kyle had a great holiday season. Super duper apologies for being MIA. No problem, brother. I was on vacation working. I did see your post. So happy you guys got the Florida double headlines in a moment. Thank you, MJ. Much appreciated, buddy. Let me get this back down to my chat. Just like the whole screen moved on me all over the way. Okay. All right. Yeah, they got to have Pavel Bure. Yeah, Vokoun was the goalie that I was thinking about. I mean, he played for us for a hot minute, right? Hold on a second. I mean, he was with us for a decent little stint, right? Memory serves me correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4 years, right? He was with us for 4 years. I guess that's enough to be in the alumni game. Yeah, we'll have Jaws. I can skate too, right? Yeah, Vincent. He has Jose Theodore. Thank you, Metal. Yeah, he definitely needs to be out there. Any goalie that actually was that got the Panthers to the playoffs should be out there because it's a short list. It's a really short list, right? Jokinen will accept for the Rangers, but not the Panthers. Oh man, no, it'd be great to have Yager out there. That would be fun. That would be absolutely a blast. We got guys that are we could put together a pretty halfway decent team, right? You know, if Stu Barnes can still skate, right? Hey Trey. Hey Trey. Yeah, Tim, I know what you're saying. Oh, let me blow this up so I can read it. MJ says, Jaws, I love seeing your post. I'll be in Florida for Panther games and meeting that female tennis player. I forget it. Magda Lynette. Yep. No, it was a good trip. It was a good trip. Dadnoff is still playing, no, Rosado. Right? Dadnoff is still playing. Yeah, and Trey came all the way down. Yeah. I mean, he had family here, so it wasn't like he just came all the way down to see us, but it worked out. It was a good trip. It worked out. Yeah. Mike says, sorry to get off the subject, but what's wrong with the Panthers right now? Why are they having problems scoring? Well, I mean, I didn't see the game last night, so I'm not going to sit here and bitch about that. Previous to that, it's just not. It's a combination of several things. We lost a lot of speed on defense, so we're not really that good in transition, and we're not really that good in transition defense. And the forwards have not been nearly as active as they need to be forechecking, especially. How many times last year did we get goals off of opportunities because we stole the puck while we were heavy forechecking, and then before the other team could even scramble their defense back into position, boom, it's in the back of the net. So it's a combination of several things, and also shot placement. Shot placement has been horrible. When we played Montreal, I mean, they got the big C. I think they saw it was a bullseye. I think the Panthers thought it was a bullseye. Just you couldn't have hit the freaking middle of that C any more beautifully than they were doing that night. Dave says the Panthers haven't been able to score ever since they started buying sticks from China. Yeah, I'm just glad Barkov didn't have to make the tough decision of shooting into the empty net last night. That's right. That's right. Main reason is that we know the players do watch the channel. Let's be honest here. This year, the content sucks. Awesome. That's awesome. Lindsay Fitzgerald Mellenby. Yeah, I'll bite on that. And Craig's got another good point, right? Other teams scouted how to deal. Other teams scouted how to deal with the style played. Every team scouts that, and yeah, I mean it's a lot of little different things, right? It's definitely a lot of little different things. They lost their coffee, Civil. That must have been something. That must be one I missed. Kenneth says Kings Flames postponed last night was sad. What happened? Was it something actually happened, or was it like weather related or something? Jeez, this kid's been in the shower for 20 minutes. No wonder I got a $700 electric bill. Hey, thank you, MJ. Oh, the wildfires. Thank you, Chopper. Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, MJ. Said headlines part 1. Rip President Jimmy Carter. Today is his funeral. That's right. I don't have to go to the post office today. Think of all those in LA and Southern California with the wildfires. NFL might move the Vikings, Rams games to Arizona. Greenland may become a state. Are we just annexing everybody? This is what I miss when I don't watch the news. The world is on fire. The United States has annexed the entire, and Trump's not even president yet. Oh. Thank you, MJ. So it's it's the wildfires. Okay. I see. What's interesting, you guys know we sell like documents and photos and stuff on eBay. And freaking Kyle, I'm saying this as a joke, by the way, but Kyle and his ethics, because we had, and I say had because they've pretty much all sold out now. We had a flyer from President Carter's first, from like the primary before he was president, like an advertising flyer. And I had a quantity of like 20 of them. And every once in a while, somebody would buy one for $10. I've had them for years. But as you might imagine, as soon as he died, they flew out the door. And I kept telling Kyle, raise the price, raise the price. But he refused to do it. And I think they're all gone now. So, damn it. I could have paid the electric bill with those, but, I guess charge it more because he's dead. I guess that's not right. I guess that's because it ain't coming out of his bank account, is what it is. It's because he ain't paying for the electric bill. So they're gone now, I'm pretty sure. Steven Stein says something kind of coincidental. Flames game postponed for Flames and Hurricanes games postponed for Hurricane. I like that, Steven. That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff. All right, MJ, I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, good luck getting off the fourth line now, Mackie, right? Yeah, ain't never happening again. I know, Kyle. I tried to tell him, but it's okay. Yeah, in October, Tampa postpones games to Carolina due to hurricanes. January, Kings, Calgary postponed to Fire. I'll be worried if I had a game coming up against the Avs. Uh-oh. Are there enough wild Panthers in Florida if, like, zombie Panthers attack in Miami Beach and they have to postpone the game? I'm just saying, right? Like, if all of a sudden a bunch of zombie Panthers start running around South Florida, then you know some shit's fixing to happen. Yeah, we'll be in trouble if the Sharks get postponed. Sharknado. That would be a Sharks. That would be a Sharks wild game getting postponed because of a Sharknado, right? That's funny. Oh, well. Cougars, Panthers, same thing, right? If only the Dolphin games could get postponed. Oh, they're already canceled anyway, right? There's less than 200 wild Panthers now? Jeez. Man, well, they built up over everything. I hate that, man. Rosado's got the first three lines. Fitzgerald with Mellenby and Lindsay. Bure with Barnes and wait a minute. No. Barnes with Bure and Hornquist. Weiss, Yager, Kopetsky. Oh, I like that one. Then the fourth line needs to be all the goons. So Loss, Worrell, with who else? Peros. Because Peros was on the team for, imagine that fourth line. Loss, Worrell, and Peros. Yeah. If the Stars game was... That's a good point. Hey, thank you, Eyes. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Eyes. Boo. What are we saying boo for? Who did I leave out? Oh, we can't leave Eric McKenzie out on the alumni team? All right. Trey, I put Worrell on the team. He's on the fourth line. What did I do wrong now? Thank you, Eyes. Oh, because Rosie got the membership. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. That's funny. Yeah, 20,000 penalty minutes lost would destroy Gretz, right? Yeah, remember, Trey's got a membership, right? Brett Hedekin. Jeez, that's a name from the past. And it's basic. He doesn't mean he wanted Rosado to get it. I don't think Trey appreciates being in the same club as Rosado. Hey, but Trey, you got a caricature, man. Right? You got a caricature. So you're good. Eventually, somebody's going to show up with Stu's caricature. All they got to do is screenshot it. I know that's coming. Hi, Kyle. It must be nice to have such a nice, luxurious lifestyle where you could sleep till noon and shower till 12:45. And he just laughs at me and walks away. And then you people wonder why I am the way I am. Huh? That's my assistant. I I keep telling him, my brother says I can move in with him in Florida for free for forever as long as I want. So I ain't moving. I ain't moving. He knows I'm full of it. The Trey membership level. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Kenneth. Right? Oh no, that's cool, Civil. It's all right, buddy. Don't nobody stress about that. Don't get Bomo any ideas, right? Imagine back then we traded Jovanovski and a first for Keith Kachuk and you play with Pavel Bure. Holy crap, right? Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, MJ. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did Trudeau actually resign? What have I? Is World War III? Are the bombs dropping? Did I miss this much out of life? Trudeau resigned. I saw a headline this morning where Trump suggested he was going to resign. Kevin O'Leary and Frank McCourt want to buy TikTok. Cavaliers won their 11th straight game. Gerard Mayo, Antonio Pierce fired. And of course, the Winter Classic in Florida. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, MJ. Did he really? Did the dude really resign? Earlier this week, I don't watch nothing. Trey says he resigned, but not for the reasons American media wants to believe. I see. Oh, okay. So he says Trudeau stepping down as Liberal leader. He's still the Prime Minister of Canada until the election this year is over. Okay. All right. That made me, I'm like, I know I'm out of touch, but if he would have resigned from Prime Minister, I think I would have saw a headline, right? Okay. Got me confused, MJ. Yeah, MJ, we're going to try to go too. Hey, Ryan, I'll be there in Miami between Rangers and Panthers in Lone Depot Stadium where the Marlins play. Outstanding. We're going to try to go. Can't guarantee nothing. But after going to Florida for Christmas and coming back here for January, I can confirm. I can absolutely confirm that. Hold on a second. See if I can get this on camera. Let me see. Can you guys see the snow? You see that? You see that bullshit? You see that bullshit? Okay? I can confirm that is bullshit, and we are going to attempt to not have to deal with that bullshit next January. Okay? You see that shit? And you wonder why I'm crabby, man. Iris says, that's no bullshit. You want it. Yeah, in my younger days, I've enjoyed it. When the dogs can go outside and have fun, I enjoy it. But when there are no dogs, you know what I mean? No dogs, no reason to go outside. It's not the same. It's not the same. He says the potential that porch has, please allow you to come and decorate. Yeah, the porch is a mess. The porch is a mess because I'm still cleaning out Karen's stuff. And when I want that shit out of my house, that's where it goes. But we should be, the plan is to have it cleaned up for spring. You know what I mean? There ain't no reason to have it cleaned up now. Right? Because as you can see, the wind is sweeping the snow right through. Anthony says, my aunt lives in Centerville. They got 7 inches. That's about what we got. Yep, that's about what we got. Ken says, Trudeau is no longer PM, stepping down as both. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, the porch has potential. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Also a good area for the doggy daycare. Yeah, we're just about approved over there too, JC. Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, MJ. Says I propose that next year, 2026, we get a bunch of us to meet up at the Winter Classic, and then I can finally meet the celebrities, Charles and Kyle. Who's with you? I'm in. There's no excuse. There's no excuse that we can't do it next year. I mean, what am I going to do? Not pay my bills? I mean, what's the difference? I'm not paying them now. So I just be just as behind. If I, here, put it this way. Now, I used to say I would come down when I had the money. Now what I'll say is I'm only 1 month behind on everything. So if I can remain only 1 month behind on everything until next year, we'll show up. Then that'll put me 2 months behind. But that's okay. That's okay. Right? Oh, wow, Trey. Yeah. All right, thank you, JC. Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. Yes, you did, True. Yes, you did, man. NJ, what bills do I still have to? All right, so the truth of it is that Magda paid for the trip. She paid for the flight. She paid for the tickets to the first game. I spent the $500 on the tickets to the second game because I knew the first game was going to be a surprise and nobody was going to be able to meet us. So I spent that $500. So what the situation I'm in is that I paid last month's house payment, the one that was due December 1st. No, yeah, December 1st. Yeah, I paid that. I haven't paid January's yet. And I got like a $500 electric bill due in like 10 days. I just assumed that if I went because I had the opportunity to go and I needed to see my parents, and because that opportunity presented, I just assumed that the money would show up to make up for the rest of the bills, and it hasn't. It just hasn't. I don't even know what else to say about that. So JC had a really good idea where I put Kyle and I on Rover. It's an app, Rover. And so if we could start like dog sitting and watching some dogs. Oh, MJ, it does help. It does help very, very much, man. It does. Absolutely it does. And I appreciate that. But I gotta get something going where I've got some more consistent income coming in from something other than the channel. You know what I mean? That's really been the thing. But you guys know how the order of things went this summer, right? Yeah, everybody knows what happened. Kind of left me just not knowing what to do. It's taken me 6 months to get my head on straight. So no, she did, True. She did pay me. But that was the only reason I was able to go, because I had to close the eBay store for the whole time I'm gone. Because you gotta ship the item the day after. You got to ship the item the day after it sells. So the whole time I was gone, the eBay store was closed. So the money I would have made on eBay, that's what Magda made up for me. So I was able to stay kind of even that way. But, the rest of the cost of the trip and all of that, and I was already behind. It's not the trip's fault. I just took the trip despite being behind. You follow what I'm saying? It is not the fault of the trip that I'm behind. I was already behind, but I took the trip anyway because, damn it, I was already behind. Hey, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, buddy. Much, much, much appreciated, buddy. Just thought we'd look closer to ourselves yesterday. There was more forecheck, and we actually broke some pucks in the offensive zone. When I watched the highlights, we definitely looked a little bit more like ourselves. I absolutely agree with you there. Oh yeah, Cameo. Somebody had mentioned that before. Beck says, with that Rover ad, depending on where you're located, people will pay you to house their pups for a few days. I got paid like $600 one time for watching a big, right? Yeah. What I'm hoping for. Oh, no doubt, Trey. No doubt. No doubt about that. About if I'm going to try to do it, I might have to place an ad for doggy daycare. No doubt about that. I feel stupid for not having thought about it, but it's only been 6 months since he passed. So I got to give myself a break. At least not beat myself up over it. All right. Yeah, thank you everybody for the super chats. No doubt. It all does make a difference. JC says, I say let Jaws try Rover first. Then we can get him on OnlyFans. If it doesn't pan out, he can sell close-ups of that nose. Oh, you guys. Are JC and Vincent the same guys? Right? I appreciate that, Dave. Yeah, man, MJ, it's 6 months tomorrow. It's 6 months tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah. Trey says the good thing is you can tailor Facebook ads to your town so you can still play the futuristic game even when right. I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, half a year. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. They don't get me started. Let's just say it'd be good to have some dogs in the house. But I'm certainly not ready to have my own full-time, not ready. But doggy visitors, I think that would be great. You know what I mean? Doggy visitors, that'd be cool. I got everything. I still got their beds. I didn't get rid of any of their. Fluffy was buried with his bed because he was on the bed. I think Ellie was buried on her bed too, but I had so many beds. So the point is that when the doggies come, I've got beds. I've got all the things that they would need. JC says, I think Rover will take off for you. You can offer pickup and drop off. Yeah, and I appreciate that, JC. I actually did do that. As long as I don't have to drive over any bridges. As long as I don't have to drive over any bridges. Right? Hey, thank you, MJ. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, MJ. He says, it just occurred to me that we were halfway through the decade. Holy crap, you're right. In my opinion, what do I think will happen in the next 5 years? I have a prediction. That I guarantee Trump will never again run and win the presidency. That's my guarantee. That's the only thing I feel confident predicting in the next 5 years is that he won't run again. Trey says we're all going to die. No, in Wharton? Yeah, there might only be 105 people in the little, yeah. Yeah, the whole county's population is like 8,000. It's small. But there's some other places around that, are within 15, 20 minutes. Trey says we're all going to die. Yeah, I don't have space for a dog in your life. I get it, man. JC says at this point, anything that can happen will happen. Our generation has gone through so much crap. Like that's all that's left is aliens. And that's true. That's true, man. MJ says I predict Jaws and Kyle will move out of Maryland. I hope that's wrong. I don't want to leave this house. I don't want to have to leave this house. I really don't. I already in 2010 had to leave a house in Palm Bay that had 2 dogs buried there that I didn't want to leave. If life forces me to do it, I will. But my intent is to not ever have to leave this house. Yeah, MJ, after driving, after being in Florida for that week, I'll visit. No, the trip to Florida cured me of wanting to live in Florida. Um, I've gotten too used to the peace and quiet, man. You know, I've just gotten too used to the peace and quiet. I walk outside my back door. I got 3 acres to walk around on, and 99% of the time I'm walking around out there, all you hear are birds and some crickets and an eagle and an occasional hawk. And every once in a while, every a half hour, maybe a car will drive by. I've gotten way, way, way too used to that level of peace and quiet to be with all of the noise, to be with all of the noise in Florida. It was fun to visit and all of that, but a lot of the time I spent kind of just like hiding out in my room in my parents' house because it was just too much interaction for me. JC, you're surrounded by farms. Yeah, yep. Unless it's planting season. The only problems with being around farms are it's planting season and manure season. That's the only problems. True says Trump is trying to get a third term. We'll have cancer cures by the end of the decade, right? Hey, thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Frank. He says, sell the house. You can buy a place here under a bridge for a low price of $2.5 million. No, I'm good. I'm good. I am good right where I'm at. Oh my God. If I want to live under the bridge is only there's a little bridge 2,000 yards away that goes right over the creek, right over the end of the river. And there's plenty of room. I've seen people camp under there. I could be right there living in a van down by the river. MJ says rent, do not buy. Yeah, no, I'm not. I ain't unless I say this because I don't want to test the universe. But unless God himself, or I guess the aliens, but unless God or the aliens suction me up out of this house and physically drop me somewhere else, I'm going to do everything I can to not have to move. Chris Farley. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm a skinny Chris Farley, right? Dave says maybe Canada should make Florida our 12th province. I bet half the population during the winter month is Canadian already. Yeah, Dave, I grew up, I grew up in North Miami Beach, but when I was a younger man, I had apartments on Hallandale Beach, and it was tough to find good rentals in the Hallandale Hollywood area. You could find them for summer, but then once it get closer to fall and all the Canadians would come, they would boot you out. Because I'd pay $400 a month for an apartment in summer, but then they would get like $1,000 a week for them from the Canadians in the winter. It was crazy. It was crazy. Matthew says, I've not gotten to watch lately the Panthers. What about Swaggy's play? His numbers are very low. It's been getting better. It's been getting better, Matthew. I think he's got new line mates right now. That's going to stick around for a little bit with Lundell and Boquist. They moved him down to the third line, which, let's be honest, Lundell Verhage, that's barely a third line. It's more like a second line. But things look like they're improving for him. So I think by the end of the season and we hit the playoffs with him rolling hot, I think we'll be good. No, doesn't worry about the way the contract is. I think he'll be fine. He's the kind of player that is going to age well because he doesn't play very physical, and I feel confident with that. He'll still be Mr. Clutch for us. Hey, thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're all gonna try to go, man. We're all gonna try to go to Winter Classic. That pretty much, I can't imagine how much those tickets are going to be. Well, oh boy. Oh well. I need to pay off this year's. I'm gonna have to, well, we're gonna do the dog thing. I was getting ready to say I'm gonna have to get a job, but let's see how the dog watching thing goes. Right? Kenneth says, we don't want California. Can you add Minnesota? You got to take both. You got to take both. Okay? You want Minnesota, all right? You got to take California. That's like the retained salary. All right? If you want Minnesota, we'll give you Minnesota, but you got to take California as retained salary. They're your problem now, not ours. Thank you, Dave. Hey, it's fun, man. Dre says you just want Minnesota for World Juniors. Frank says, I don't care. I put my girlfriend to work on South Beach so we can make some money. Oh, my God, Frank, man. For any of the female viewers, bad, Frank. That you shouldn't say that, Frank. Trey says, I mean, if you give them California, they're basically giving them the Marine Corps. Hadn't thought of it that way. Huh. Well, yeah. Well, they can't have Minnesota, right? Hey, MJ, thank you, buddy. Thank you, MJ. Which state would I buy a vacation property in? Alaska. That's easy. That's the easiest question I've ever answered in my life. Alaska. Because if you haven't been to Alaska, well, the people, you guys in Canada, especially if you've been to northwestern Canada, then you know what Alaska looks like. But if you've never been to northwestern Canada and you've never been to Alaska and you only seen pictures, it's not the same. It's not, the pictures are not the same. It's like moose. Fluffy would have loved Alaska. Oh man, that's what this picture is. Hold on a second. Hold on. I found this picture in one of the lots of the stuff that we sell, and this is like an old Alaskan gold miner. This is like an old Alaskan gold miner. It's a real photo, and you see he's got his flat-coated retriever, which is the first dog I had, and then he's got Fluffy right there. He's got the Saint Bernard, and you see him. He got his tent. That's a real photo. Yeah, it's a real photo. So I keep it up there because, I mean, the exact same markings as Fluffy and everything. I mean, just to the T. Yeah. Makes me wonder if it was Fluffy. Hey, Dave. Yeah, that I don't keep very many of the photos, because I gotta work, I gotta sell the stuff that I gotta sell. But when I saw that one, there's no way I was letting that one go. It looks exactly like him. Give me vacation properties in every NHL city, right? Does it have a date anywhere? I'd have to take it out of the frame. Hold on a second. Hey, thank you, Frank. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Frank. Says, Josh, you do know Alaska is the most dangerous state in the United States. Am I nuts? I'm not talking about wildlife. Oh, I know what goes on in Alaska. I know exactly what goes on in Alaska. But you have to, if you've lived out there, you know how to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Let me see if there's a date. If I can take that out of the picture. Hold on. I don't have my glasses. So if it'll pop out easy. Yeah, I think it'll pop out easy. Oh, the chair is rolling. Hold on a second. There's a lot of problems in Alaska. There's no doubt. I don't want to disparage anybody. There's a lot of issues. 1897. 1897. Yeah, 1897. Yeah. All right, let me put this back together. Let me focus on this because I'll screw it up. All right, let me put that back over there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's that was a favorite of mine, obviously, when I saw that. Yeah, in 2 years it'll be 100 years old. Yep. All right, guys. I'm gonna head out. I gotta get with Kyle. I gotta get with Kyle. We gotta get some. I gotta I guess for Rover, I guess they gotta do like a visual because I put us on as a pair. I put Kyle and I on as like a team is what I should say. I used the picture that the selfie of him and I at the hockey game. So I guess they've got to do some kind of verification with him as well. Do a background check and everything. Rover does a background check on everybody that says they're going to be watching the dogs. So, um, so that's good anyway. So, all right, yeah. Thank you again for all the super chats. Thank you very much, MJ. Everybody else, don't get shot from by an Eskimo. And I'll be live again tomorrow at noon. I know there's no hockey, but I'll be here, fresh and ready to go. Hopefully, and we still got all this damn snow, and I rhymed. All right, everybody. Appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.